Time for the might of the monarchy to stand up against this harridan. Husband should be given a choice. Remain with the odious witch creature he had the misfortune to marry. In which case, everything making him royal will be stripped. His dukedom, his princedom, his line of succession, and any legacies he is due, apart from the one from his mother. He will not be entitled to use any of the royal residences or be invited to any future family gatherings or public gatherings. Or, leave the witch and return to the UK, to live in exile but to be provided for adequately. No public life or public engagements. At best, an annual outing during the annual royal family gathering to church on Christmas Day. If rumors are to be believed, they are already living virtually separate lives. However, for their La La Land PR, they are presenting a united front for the cameras when needs must. He wants out of the marriage and talks are taking place about a payoff for her to get him out. It won't be easy, but she's all about it. Plus BP has the bullying report to use as a bargaining, B-mail, tool. The Duchess of Sussex has sparked another media storm after her exclusive interview with The Cut magazine was published on Monday. In the article, Meghan, who is notably estranged from her own father, reportedly revealed private details of her husband's own family relationships. The Duchess appeared to claim Prince Harry felt as though he had lost his father in the process of the couple's stepping back from royal duties and relocation across the Atlantic to California. Royal commentators have hit back at Meghan's revelations, questioning why the Duchess was so quick to reveal the intimate detail of Prince Harry's life when she is fiercely protective of her own expectations of privacy. Of course, Scooby-Doo was ordered to go and to try to clean up what she said. There was no misunderstanding, everyone read it. We are not liars, she is. They have to go try to fix it, otherwise no more checks coming from Daddy then. Daddy should have stopped sending them any dollars years ago. I suspect that PC is the one who bought the mansion, not them. That is why the details have been kept away from the public. Speaking on GB News, journalist Andrew Pierce said, "The thing I think is most shocking is she says that Harry told her he thinks he has lost his father too, the way that she has lost hers. If he did tell her that, why is she revealing that to a New York magazine? Isn't that incredibly private?" This is a woman who says her privacy is constantly invaded by my newspaper and other newspapers, revealing something that Harry had told her in confidence. They then had to put a statement out, getting it clarified a few hours later by the chap who wrote the book all about them. In her interview with The Cut, Meghan discussed the ongoing rift between the Sussexes and the royal family. The Duchess said, "Harry said to me, I lost my dad in this process. It doesn't have to be the same for them as it was for me, but that's his decision." While some readers took this to mean Prince Harry had confessed he had lost his relationship with his father Prince Charles, royal author Omid Scobie offered an alternative interpretation. Writing on Twitter, he said, "I understand that Prince Harry is actually referring to Meghan's loss of her own father, and Meghan is saying she doesn't want Harry to lose his. I get so sick of this woman and her entitlement attitude. I had to work to support my children. They had no one, a key and good neighbors, and each other. I worked at jobs, where the family was not first, where business was first, and that is the reality of the real world. Miss Prissy thinks the real world is her fantasy world." Following the release of the interview, a source close to Prince Charles said the royal would be saddened should his relationship with Prince Harry deteriorate further. They added, "The Prince of Wales loves both his sons." The Duchess is well known to have a strained relationship with her own father, Thomas Markle. Mr. Markle repeatedly engaged with the British press after the relationship between the Duke and Duchess of Sussex became public, offering a series of interviews that reportedly tarnished his relationship with his daughter. Following the royal wedding, a letter Meghan wrote to her father was leaked by the Mail on Sunday in which the Duchess asked Mr. Markle to stop speaking to reporters. Of course, she is going to blab about Charles or any other royal. This is the only thing that she has to keep her relevant. Without royals to talk about, she is nothing. Hess the same, he can only talk about mental health or his mother. I hope that someone keeps all this footage on both of them, and one day when the boy and girl are older someone shows them everything and let them see what they are really like. Mr. Markle has claimed, both sides of the family have been ghosted by her now. Prince Harry discussed his own relationship with Prince Charles in the couple's 2021 tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey. Speaking of his father, the Duke of Sussex revealed he stopped taking my calls for a period of time during the couple's step back from royal duties. He added, "There's a lot to work through there. I feel really let down because he's been through something similar, he knows what pain feels like." Prince Harry suggested he had hopes that the relationship between him and his father would gradually improve over time, adding, "I will always love him." Harry stated he has always loved his father. He sure has a funny way of showing it by shoving his foot up his father's rear end and finishing by doing the same to the Queen and the rest of the royals. If that love for Harry, then what's hate for him? Well, Ari, Meghan just made sure you have no way back and your only contact will be met with cold politeness. Guess in the long run, that gives you more to whine about, but wonder if Meghan is worried you will figure it out? Now, she knows you are not that bright. You and she against the world are going to be a very cold place to live. Enjoy. Use and abuse the mantra of the day in the snarky household. This is such a shameful act of utter self-serving. Go and do full week shifts in a soup kitchen, much more needed than the needle-sharp claws you are displaying. Maleficent. Do something positive for those less entitled or wealthy. Go and scrub out a woman's home whilst she is recovering from illness or tragedy. Wash those clothes, hold her hungry children, and do it by body quietly. In her interview with The Cut, Meghan discussed the ongoing rift between the Sussex and the royal family. What rift? Because the royal family have done nothing wrong to her, yet. She's actually doing a fine job all by herself. I haven't seen or heard of any comeback from the royal family. You're such an embarrassment to yourself. Own yourself, Meghan, and to your entire family. No wonder she failed the Foreign Service exam. The woman has no idea what discretion means. She should never, ever, ever, be privy to any sensitive information. Even if she hears it second or third hand, she will blab, embellish it and sing like a canary just for attention and or money. Day in and day out, she confirms to the world that she does not have one redeeming feature that would make her a good life companion, a loyal and trusted friend. Then she has the audacity to scream privacy? P.S. The back cover of The Cut photo is oozing inner negative vibes. Not a good look. She tried to copy Diana's photo and failed miserably. I thought the same with the photo. Exactly the same style, a black high-neck jumper like Diana wore on Morton's book cover. Then there was Meghan at the Invictus Games in the Netherlands wearing a cream-colored top that was so identical to the top of a dress Diana wore in her last photo shoot in 1997. Meghan will be no Princess Diana, and sadly neither will Diana's second son. I can't believe discussed Harry's trouble with his father on her podcast. That was a very private thing that he had said to her. Discussing her troubles with her own father, that's up to her. Although, I'm sure her father would welcome her with open arms. Since 2016-17 all her father has found out about her is that witches reported on the news, or articles in newspapers. The man has had a heart attack, and more recently, a stroke which has affected his speech. If she doesn't make amends with him and let him see his grandchildren, she will regret it. It might even come back and bite her when the children grow up and ask where their grandparents are, and why they've never met them.